Oh, new day. Whew. So it is push. It is a new cycle. The 4 day split starts again. Push, pull legs, rest. Push, pull legs, rest. And that's just how it goes. The 4 day split, it just keeps repeating. You know, or you can, I just modified the normal push, pull legs, then you rest into a 4 day push, pull legs, rest, push, pull legs, rest, push, pull legs, rest. Just because I feel like it's more conducive, especially for me as a beginner. Just adding that extra rest day, allows me to recover better, and get ready to destroy in the next session. So here we have this Smith machine. I'm gonna do some incline, what are they called? Some incline press. And because I'm fresh, I have loaded, well, much heavier, even heavier than I can usually do on a flat bench. But also because this was a Smith machine, so you can take that risk and you can lift heavier on a Smith machine than you can on just the normal bench press. So, and if things get dangerous, I'm not really scared that it's gonna like crush my freaking chest because I can't lift it anymore. Just easily be back it. So not only can I take that risk, but I can also push a bit further into failure, which is good. So I'm gonna do about 5 sets of some incline, and then the last 3 sets we're either gonna do some flat. Oh, I don't usually do flat like bench press stuff on this, but I can either do some flat stuff here, or I go to the machine press, which honestly is a fan favorite. Or I might actually I might try some chest flies today, just because I really want to try them. Some chest flies and get that chest destroyed. And actually, yesterday yesterday was my rest day, so I had. Well, I don't usually spoil myself on each rest day, but like usually like on the weekend, yeah. And my rest day just happens to today's Saturday, yesterday was Friday. Friday is not a weekend, but like it's close enough. So instead of like having like one day where I spoil myself a bit on the weekend, I just had it yesterday on Friday because yesterday was my rest day. So how I usually like to spoil myself, people, it's not really a cheat day, or you could say it's a controlled cheat day because people usually like to their cheat day they like to go crazy, but for me, I go above my deficit limits. So I go above 1,500 calories, but I don't go above my maintenance, which is 2,000. So I stay. So if I'm of course if I'm on a cut, I'm below 1,500 calories. If I'm trying to spoil myself with some pastries and stuff, I'm not gonna go above 2,000 calories. It's just gonna be in between, and that's like combined total at the end of the day. So like yesterday, my combined total was around 1,833 calories ish, which is pretty okay. I had a whole 400 gram brochure bread and about 2 cups of vanilla yogurt. Oh, and also some, well, sweet potatoes. Not really spoiling myself, but yeah, I did have some sweet potatoes and also some rice as well, some white rice. Which I didn't like go crazy like, oh, I'm gonna have like a bunch of donuts, a whole pizza, a whole French fries and everything, go like 5,000 calories. Nah, 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 nah. You still have to be, you have to be careful. But yeah, let's get into the set. Oh. Whew. Yeah, the Smith machine is definitely better for these things, trying to, get a little bit closer towards failure. Perfect. I don't have the fear that I'm not gonna be able to get the weight up. But if you're doing it on like the normal bench and you have access to a spotter, that's wonderful, man. Don't be well if you're like me and you don't really like to interact with people that much. Not because you don't want to, but like, well, I don't know, it's like anxiety, man. Like you don't want to be a nuisance. You don't want to disturb somebody doing their own stuff. So this is much better to me than a spotter. But I can still, just ask, yo, bro, if you want to spot me or something, and don't be afraid to do that. Actually, I, I'm not really 100% sure of this, but I'm pretty sure most gym bros are always ready and happy, to help you spot, to be a spot and help you, push to failure. Heck, they can even motivate you, man. It's a lovely community. Oh man. Oh, let me try re-rack this bar. Okay. One more. Well, that was enough to get out. So we can cut to some, well, either some machine press or some chest flies. Okay, so I've tried, I've finished the upper chest. It is, oh yeah, it is definitely tight. Like the upper area right here. And that's, if you wanna, like when I'm doing my upper chest, I usually want it to be the dominant part of my workout, just because I want to feel that growth. I want it to really grow, because if you have a big upper chest, it's what contributes to like that big bird breast kind of look. Fills out the whole shirt type of thing. So I've got to do. I'm done with that. I did try the chest flies. I tried some feeler reps, and yeah, my shoulders do not like the dumbbell, like chest flies on a bench. Maybe if I did the floor version where you do the chest flies with the dumbbells, but instead of on the bench, you do it on the floor. But I don't know, man. My rotator cuff is just not a fan of that. And I don't want to risk it, because if you injure that, you're gonna do more harm than good in all your lifts. So but when I do it with the cables, it's fine. Like when I do the chest flies with the cables, like either Yeah, if I do them with the cables, it's okay. But yeah, let's get into the sets. It's gonna be 3 sets of this, and then we move on to some shoulders. Yeah, some shoulders. Whew, I love this. Oh man. Yeah, but the number of reps is definitely getting shaped down. But that just means that the muscles are getting broken down, which is what we're looking for, you know? That's what brings about growth. So I'm gonna do the last set. Let's move on to some lateral raises for the side delts of the shoulders. Oh, that burns. Oh, it's so intense. Oh. Okay, so the shoulders are done. I'm sure you can guess from what we did, from the routine we usually do. If I did lateral raises with the dumbbells and I did lateral raises with the cables, you can guess which one took priority, what the split was. So I did 5 sets of the dumbbell lateral raises and then 3 sets of the cable lateral raises. And man, my shoulders are extremely tight and contracted. I'm sure something freaky is going on in the side delts. So it's time to hit the triceps. Now I don't usually like to, really like bias the long head in my tricep workouts, just because in the 6 months that I was cutting last year, the gym that I was at, well, my dorm gym in uni, it didn't have any, it didn't have any, like, it didn't have any cables, so I wasn't able to do any push downs. It didn't even have a dip machine, so I wasn't able to do any dips. Plus, I was too big and too weak to do dips either way. So I was always just doing overhead extensions of some sort, skull crushes, like power bombs with the dumbbell, single arm overhead extensions with the dumbbells. So I've never really like actually trained the, I don't know what it's called, but like this part of the triceps. You know, the part that goes down your arm like this. I believe it's called the lateral head or the short head. Between those two. So I'm gonna hit these skull crushes for 3 sets, and then the tricep pushdowns will take priority, and I'm gonna hit the pushdowns for the rest of the 5 sets with a straight bar. So yeah, let's get started. Man, if you're looking for some long head exercise, this, in my opinion, is the best. It gives a much better. Oh, it's so good. But of course, there's 2 ways to do it. There's one where you keep your elbows and your arms behind your head, and there's one where you bring the bar to your head and you push it above. Well, the latter is going to allow you to lift more. But the first one, the first option, is going to allow you, is going to give you more of a, it's going to put more tension on your long head, put more of a contraction and everything. And you're going to lift just slightly less, maybe not slightly less, but you're going to lift less, but yeah, it's better. Whew. So we can move on to a different tricep workout, the tricep pushdowns, for the remainder of the 5 sets, and we can call it a day with you guys. I'm still gonna be here doing my cardio, and then I go home. But yeah, let's move on to that. Oh, okay. So I am done with the skull crushes. Safe to say they were orgasmic level of pump, if that's even appropriate to say. But I'm gonna hit these pushdowns for 5 sets, as I said. Oh, but honestly, I kind of feel like jumping back on the skull crushes and hitting those for the 5 sets instead. That's just how good they felt. But I'm just gonna hit these pushdowns, 5 sets, easy things, and hope that the contraction that is already there will be magnified to even greater heights. And actually, as I have as I have been working out, right now we're in the like second month of all the days, not like actual like counting like since when I started, but like since like I started the videos. This should be like the 34th video, day 34. So we're we're starting out the second month, and I'm honestly, my appetite has grown. Like now, the foods that I eat that used to keep me fuller for longer, I'm now getting hungry more often. Not more often, but quicker, which is good because as you grow muscle, you know, and also as you're coming to the gym, your body, adjusts and is able to allocate the resources, the foods that you eat, the nutrients into recovering. So this is why, like, even when if you're a newbie, you don't just start juicing and hopping on gear and everything. Like you need to actually you need to gain that experience. Your body needs to gain that experience. You may have the knowledge, you may know what you want to do or what you need to do, but your body needs to like adjust and gain that experience first, build that foundation before you think about hopping on any sort of gear. So as my body's it's still adjusting the nutrients that I so now it will be my body will know the foods that I eat. It will be its top priority. Putting those into recovering, muscle and everything, recovering and building. You know, and as I keep on growing muscle, the more hungry I'll be because muscle takes energy. They take energy, man. But anyway, it's not like I'm a freaking human body expert. I've never studied that, but yeah. Okay. Whew. Yeah, my arms are finished. from these skull crushes, actually from everything. This is the end of the workout, so my my strength in general, even my mental stamina, because pushing to failure, each set of each muscle group worked on a specific day, pushing all the sets till failure or as close as you can. Because I believe I'm not really at that point where I can sense true failure. I'm just getting closer and closer. As I said, it's a journey. It's a journey, and I'm at the beginning of mine. But yeah, it's a lot of mental strength that is drained. You can just feel it, bro, from the back of the head, everything. Just, but that's lovely. That's lovely because you're also training your mental to be stronger and stronger. If that's even possible. I almost got lightheaded on that last one. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a couple more sets of that, so we can call it a day. Of course, I'm gonna do my 30 minutes of cardio, and then I'm gonna go home, have probably my protein shake and some probably like a cup or 2 cups or 1.5 cup of like some sweet potatoes. Honestly, this is what I do. If it's a really big sweet potato, I just have like one. No, no, no. I'd have like a half because it's just I don't want something too heavy because if I have something too heavy, like if I have a lot of sweet potatoes, the carbs and everything, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be kind of full by the time it's dinner. And I don't want to eat too late because I want to give like at least like 2 hours before I sleep, just so that I can have a better quality sleep. My body is not disturbed by digestion and any of that stuff. I've tested it, and it's at least for me that's how it is. Because if I eat just before I sleep, the sleep will not be as good. I mean, I'll definitely sleep, but like it's not gonna be as good. And worst case scenario, I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night. Because if I wake up in the middle of the night, then it's like all hot and everything, and now you're like, oh, you know, yeah. So it's like hot inside the blanket, and the pillow is hot and all that, and it's not that good. So yeah, probably gonna have like probably like a cup, like one. Just now, I'm just gonna have some sweet potatoes with my protein shake. Then I and my creatine as well. I'm gonna mix in have my creatine with my protein shake. I mean, I feel like that's kind of like normal for everybody. And then at night, I'm gonna have my chicken breast and lentils. Well, again, unless the family is gonna have some ugali. Ugali is a wonderful Kenyan dish. Though it's comprised of flour, so it's quite a good amount of carbs. But I mean, they fit inside my calorie limit. As I said, you can eat anything you want as long as it fits inside your macro tracker. It fits within your deficit. So yeah. Anyway, so see you guys tomorrow for wonderful back and bicep day tomorrow.